Carrie Obedzinski, Business Development Manager at TimesMicrowaveSystems. Welcome to our vlog. This is where we talk about industry trends, new products, and everything coax. Today we have Kevin Moyher with us. He's our product manager, and we're going to present one of our brand new products. It is a cable assembly solution for the 5G industry. Hi Kevin, how are you today?
Very good. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. So, what is this solution?
Well, this solution is a cluster connector, and 5G is driving the need for densification of networks. So, what we're seeing is antennas, MIMO antennas, 2x2, 4x4, 8x8, whatever increase in number of elements and cable feeds. At the same time, there's pressure to make these antennas smaller and smaller. So the real estate on these antennas is there's just not a lot of real estate to make, traditional discrete connections. So what the MQ4, MQ5, what we're talking about here today, was a 4 conductor cluster and a 5 conductor cluster. Just make that much more easier. It takes less real estate on the antenna, makes the whole process of connecting all these elements much easier.
So what's the advantage of having this clustered solution versus discrete connectors, other than space or
well, there are other additional requirements. As you can imagine, labor savings out in the field. Right. You make one connection and you're really taking care of 4 or 5 connections at the same time. So there's that. There's ruggedization. It's a much more rugged solution. Discrete connectors, you have to torque each one of those connectors with a torque wrench to get that proper seal. So there's a lot of work there. There's extra tools that are required. And then weather sealing. You think of weather sealing. Moisture ingress is death to an RF network. You'd have to weather seal all those individual connections. With this, you got one connection. It's an IP67 seal. It doesn't require any torque wrenches. Doesn't require any special individual weather sealing. So there's all those advantages there. There's also the issue of making sure you connect the right cable to the right port on the antenna. And when you bundle these things up, it becomes much simpler. These MQ5, MQ4 connectors, they're keyed, so you can only hook them up a certain way. You don't have to worry about mismatching, and there's actually a color code on these connectors as well. Right now, if you take a look, you can see the 5 different contacts there. There's a male MQ5 on our bundled cable, a 5 conductor LMR 185 bundled cable. Here's a female bulkhead assembly. As you can see, there's a little red dot there. All you do is you line up these red dots. That helps you, that locks the key in place. And then there's just a hand coupling nut. And you just tighten that down, hand tight, and you have an IP67 seal at that point. In this case, we've terminated the female bulkhead with our T-Flex 405 connectors and SMP connectors. That this would go through the bulkhead of an antenna or a radio, and these connectors are designed to just snap in place to a PC board. So it's really a complete solution.
Well, this is fantastic. So this is a complete assembly that we sell. Can we also, say that something's already installed at the site, do we have adapters that our solution would adapt to what's already installed?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, we actually do. What we do is we take some of the bundled cable and use that male connection, and we make 0.5 meter, 1 meter jumper assemblies that terminate to say 4.310 connectors and male connectors, whatever you need to be. So as a lot of these sites are being upgraded, the new antennas already have these MQ4, MQ5 type connections on them, and you want to mate this with existing infrastructure or existing cables that are on the site. So these adapter assemblies are very helpful in that, to do that.
And I hear a lot with 5G about low PIM. Can we use this for a low PIM solution as well?
Yeah, another really good question. That this connection, this solution is available in both low PIM or as an LMR solution. In this case, we're using LMR. LMR is not a low PIM product. So in this case, we're not concerned about low PIM. But the product itself, the actual interface is designed to provide low PIM. So we have the MQ4, MQ5 available in both low PIM and non-low PIM. We can also feed this cable with, say, our TFT401 cable, SPO250, which is a 1/4 inch corrugated cable. So we have multiple low PIM solutions to go with this type of solution.
Well, it sounds to be like one of Times' custom solutions. So if a customer is interested in learning more about this product, what's the best approach?
Always, your regional salesperson would be a good person to contact. Yeah, we're very excited about this product. And I think that thing that's really unique about us and our solution is the bundle cable. Here's a piece of this cable you see right here, and these are 5 different cable runs. We run on a planetary cabler. We incorporate a lay length in there. As you can see, there's some fillers in there, and the reason we add those fillers is we want to keep this cable as round as possible. And the reason for that is it helps with the weather sealing action between the cable and the connector. Also, all cable accessories are designed for round cables, whether they're clamps, they're seal boots, entry ports, hangers, that type of thing. So the more we make the cable round, we assist with that. So we have this ability to make all these cables, the low PIM cables, the LMR cables, the TFT cables, and we have the ability to bundle them and put any kind of jacket we'd like on there. And so that makes the whole solution, it's a unique time solution. And I think the bundle cable adds a tremendous amount of ruggedness to the whole product, and that's what you want. You're installing this important infrastructure, 5D infrastructure. You don't want to ever have to come back and worry about it. You want it to be weather sealed. You want it to be rugged, protected against the elements, against animals or birds or whatever. And you want it to be done quickly and right the first time. And so you want it to be as simple as possible. So we think we have a solution that's really, like I said, it's pretty exciting, and we think it'll be very well received.
It's very important for the 5G infrastructure. I mean, even in our own homes, if the Wi-Fi goes down, it's disastrous for everyone.
Oh,
so the systems that these are supporting, we need to have that consistency and continuity. So having a quality product like this that provides the solutions for both the end user and the installer.
Yep.
I think it's a great idea. Thanks for presenting it today, Kevin.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. Thank you for watching Real Times. If you have a question, please reach out to us at realtimes@timesmicro.com. Please subscribe to our channel, and if you enjoyed the video, please like it and share it. And until next time, stay healthy, and thanks for watching.